if you do watch, I should say, our kitchen shows, a lot of times you'll see cookware sets with this beautiful ceramic non-stick interior. It's white, it's bright, it's awesome. Bet you haven't really seen it, though, in a knife set, and that's exactly what we bring it to you from a company called SilverStone. Look at that. That white coating is non-stick. You're gonna get it on a set of 5 knives.
Right.
It comes with protective sheaths, so you don't need a wood block for your knives. We're giving you 5 knives for less than $20. And the beauty is that white looks stunning and striking, but then when you do your prep work, it's gonna make it a whole lot easier because of the non-stick.
The non-stick, so food is going to fall away a little bit easier. And also think about the blade itself. It's not going to stain. So when we're working with things like berries, blueberries, raspberries, that kind of thing, it's not going to stain. So here are the knives that you're getting.
Yeah, show me
Again,
which
with the
ones.
protective sheaths, which you like, because they can just lay them flat in a drawer. You don't have to worry about little fingers getting in there because it's all protected. So you're getting 2 8-inch knives, which is really unheard of in the set. The chef knife and the serrated bread knife.
Which I love for my tomatoes as much as I do for cutting bread.
Yeah, exactly. We give you a utility knife, which is a 6-inch blade. So this one is great for just cutting meats and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And just, you know, basic kitchen work. This is a utility knife that's serrated. It's a 5-inch blade. And this is what Eric refers to as a tomato knife, but this one certainly works that way as well. And then a 3.5-inch paring knife, which is a really brilliant friend in your kitchen because that's a workhorse.
Everybody has a bread knife. Not everybody has a serrated knife. I don't own one of these, so that's why I'm using my bread knife as a tomato, but you know what? I so much rather have this size.
That's right.
So I'm loving this set, not just for the white ceramic, but also I'm getting this knife that not necessarily I had before.
Yeah.
You have your choice of 3 colors here in this set. Remember, all 5 knives with the sheath for $19.96. So I have a choice of red here for you. If you have a lot of red in your kitchen, that's gonna match back beautifully. Then I have a gray for you. Great if you have that big stainless steel going on in your kitchen. And then a nice classic black. But these are super sharp. Don't get me wrong, as much as we're talking about that look of the bright white and the non-stick, they're nice and sharp. This is a quality blade.
It is a quality blade. It's a J20 steel, so it's a Japanese steel with that ceramic coat. There's no chemicals in the ceramic coat. So remember, we're not putting anything like PFOAs, PFTEs, and anything that goes on this non-stick. So you don't have to worry about those things. These are hothouse tomatoes, and the thing about hothouse tomatoes with the utility knife as well as the chef knife is that it's difficult to get through that rubbery skin. You end up crushing the tomato, but you can see right here, it's almost like a race car. It's just dragging right through there very easily. Yeah, Eric likes to compare some knives to trucks because they're sort of slow and they're draggy and they'll crush things. And the race car scenario I like because it just gets right through the prep work very, very quickly. So it's going to increase the speed of your prep work.
While you cut a strawberry, you got to hand me that bell pepper because if it's one thing that I dislike cutting, it's peppers because they usually have that waxy coating on the outside and it's hard to get a knife through them. But look at how easily, I'm putting no pressure on this and half the time I'm usually squishing the pepper. If it's a tomato, that's when you're crushing it. But look at how that just glides right through, even through that core where the seeds are, and nothing sticking. Again, how many times have you had to stop cutting what you're doing, like things like garlic, and you have to wipe it away from the blade because it starts building up if you're trying to mince something like you're doing with the pepper right now.
Right, exactly.
It can be very irritating. The savings here is $13. That's what we've taken off our regular QVC price. So 5 knives for less than $20. It's a huge value. My question though to you, Joe, is can I still sharpen this even though it has that non-stick coating, or will I ruin it?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look real close here at the blade, you're going to see that the Japanese steel is right there. So this is steel that's underneath. So that is exposed right there, and that's where you're going to obviously run the knife through the sharpener. So I do this every time before I go on air. I bring my own sharpener with me. It's one that was previously sold on QVC, and there's at least 4 that we have on .com now, and they will all work with this knife. So this is the other thing that I like. It will cut through strawberries, but also think about staining right? So there's the strawberry juice right there and raspberries, but because it's that ceramic nonstick, you're not going to stain that blade. It's not going to adhere to it, so that's a great thing.
Another good call out is the grip on this handle.
Yes.
It's really, first of all, it's contoured, it fits beautifully in the hand, and it's soft. So it's almost like a silicone. It is silicone, isn't it, on that grip?
Exactly.
So it's not going to slide out from your hand. Sometimes a lot of the other knives that have a wood finish to it can get very slippery, especially when you're working and washing your hands and things stay wet. So just a nice safety feature too for you on that as well. Now with knives, I think especially these, we're going to recommend that you hand wash them, but Joe, you say in general, you should never be putting knives in your dishwasher.
Yeah, whether it's my German steel, my French knives, my Japanese knives, I never put them in the dishwasher because all that's going to do is actually degrade and dull the blade. So you don't want to do that. You always want to hand wash knives. So you can get these nice hand cut French fries, right? I mean, that's wonderful. And when you can do that at home with your knife, just practice those knife skills, and that's how we get there, you know? And then even with the small ones, look at that. With the small cherry tomatoes, the utility knife just goes right through that without crushing it.
I love that utility knife. Okay, so more than 100 sets have been ordered. The black, very popular, but remember, I have it for you in the red. You're getting your 8-inch bread knife, chef's knife, that 6-inch utility knife, the 5-inch serrated knife, the paring knife, and all the sheaths, also available for you in the gray for $19.90.